Hi, my name is Femi.
Hi, my name is Fejiro,
Welcome to the Free Minds Podcast.
a podcast for free minds. So on today's episode, we'll be discussing relationship betrayals. And with me, I have...
Derek Ajibola.
And?
Samuel Ajibola.
Why did you have to laugh?
Are you guys really telling me you're not related?
No, they're not.
We just found out a few seconds ago.
Yeah, they're not.
So Derek Ajibola and
Samuel
Samuel
Ajibola.
Ajibola.
So I'm guessing you guys didn't know, and this was meant to happen.
I guess so, yeah. But where are you
so.
from, though?
I'm from Ekiti.
And you?
I'm from Ogun State.
Ogun State.
Ekiti.
Yeah.
So Ekiti is not in Ogun State, at all?
Ah.
Okay.
Former Ondo.
Okay.
Ah.
Ekiti is the former Ondo State.
Yes. Came out from
Okay.
Ondo.
I've learned something today, actually. I didn't know that. Okay, interesting. So the topic is relationship betrayal. Seeing that it's all men here and I'm the only woman.
You should have more. You should be the one we are talking to, Seth.
No, I feel like a lot more men are more hurt than women. What do you think?
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, you really, Derek, you agree with me, so I'll let you go
I
first.
feel like women dish out more breakfast.
You are
Have
right.
you
though,
collected
yeah.
breakfast?
Yeah. I have.
Can you tell me about it?
Well, yeah, I've actually, gone through different heartbreaks, if I should use that word. I don't know which one is worse than maybe when I was.
Let's start from the beginning. What was your first heartbreak?
Okay. My first heartbreak was back in uni.
Okay.
I had this girl, boy-girl thing. Yeah, so, and we were actually very, very good friends. And, it was really going well and all that. Then I think there was a certain stage where we went out a couple of times and I was observing some foul plays. Where,
Foul plays like what?
like going out with a girl and with your girl, then she tells you she has to get somewhere. She lives with another car.
Oh.
So this is where, sorry, but
Yeah.
if it was a female telling this story now, right? Double standard anyway.
Yeah.
You will hear women, that guy, he's a player, he's this and that. But sorry to cut you off. Continue.
No, it's
I just
okay.
said that just because of
So
you. So
it was more like we went out for events and I mean early stage of my career I was modeling, doing all sort of things, just
Okay.
to survive.
Weekends,
Uni like back then.
Okay.
So we just went out and she would say she was going with someone else. We came together here. Why are you leaving behind? You're leaving me behind and following someone else. It happened about 3 times. And
And they were men?
yeah.
Okay.
So
How
it
did you
was, it was, them back then I was just shy. I
Okay.
don't talk,
Okay.
just cool and reserved. And
Okay.
when she says, "Oh, I'm leaving" and all that, I'm like, "Are you serious? Like, where are you going now?" You're saying she's just a friend. The guy is just a friend. He came to pick her up and all that.
And then when will she come back?
We don't stay together then.
Okay,
So
okay,
I don't
okay.
really know the movement and
Okay.
so there are lots of difficulties when it comes to communication, not as much as we do now. So no, it wasn't like when you can actually track someone.
Yeah,
do the
texting
IG
them, all of
thing
that,
and all
yeah.
that. Yeah, it was.
It wasn't like that
these
back then, yeah.
Limitations. Yeah.
So what did you think was going on though when she said?
I just felt she was very exposed.
Okay.
More than I was.
Okay.
Girls get exposed very early.
How old are you back? How old were you then though?
I was I think 19.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's
so
so young, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's around the same age you would get a heartbreak anyway,
yeah, so that
from
was it.
14
yeah,
to like that.
exactly. So that was
Yeah.
it. After then, I never actually witnessed another one anymore. So
Oh, you didn't have any more heartbreaks?
no, because I knew I learned a
was-
lot of things early.
Right.
yeah.
Okay, so you're one of the men that they have a heartbreak and then they just become heartbreakers.
No. That wasn't the case actually. What happened was that I'm this kind of person. I can just sit down as we in here. I'm just observing everybody. I'm getting
Okay.
to I read the room very well.
Okay.
And so my next move, I know what to do to avoid the same situation that's happened in the past.
Okay.
So I do read a lot. And
So What should I call you?
Samuel.
What should you call me?
Yeah,
Sam, Samuel.
Ah,
Which one?
anyone, Sam.
but I don't want you to call you Sam.
Okay, so why
So
do you
what do I
not?
call me?
I know you have other names now.
Well,
Now I get it.
I don't know. I mean, it would be your
I get what
prerogative.
you're
Yeah, but give me options now.
Samuel is the predominant name I have.
Samuel or Sam?
Sam. Anyone.
Samuel.
That's the only two you want to go by?
Yes.
Okay. So, Sam, when was your first outbreak?
It was also when I was in university. Coincidentally, I also attended University of Lagos.
Wow.
And
Greater cocaine.
You know what? Yeah, they need to do that DNA test. You all right?
and well, this wasn't so much of a heartbreak, but what hurt me the most was how sharp and how swift it was.
Okay.
So I'll tell you the story. It's I was in university probably year 2 or year 3, and I think I came towards the house, to the cyber cafe to do some work, and then I just found this young girl that was, that just passed her jam. She was printing her form. Oh, nice young one. And then she knew me. We got talking, and I got to know the kind of person she was. She was a strict Catholic, always going for service every evening, morning. So, and her Catholic church was very close to my house. So if I'm around, I go wait for her after Catholic church, and then I walk her home. And I did that for 98 days. And on the 98th day, after knowing that she wasn't someone that was even, concerned about guys then.
Wait, were you counting the days?
Yeah,
Yes, I was.
I'm so
I
intrigued.
was.
I'm so intrigued.
98
Why were
days.
you counting?
Because I wanted to take my time
Okay.
before
Were you trying to get to a particular goal day?
No, we were just
Okay.
flowing, and I was enjoying the energy. But
Okay.
then from her philosophy, I had known that she was someone that was very cautious about relationships and guys. In
Okay.
fact, her Facebook status was books before boys.
Okay.
So I knew that she wasn't really a relationship person. And, in the course of us talking and getting to know each other, I found out that, she had some experiences when she was in junior secondary school, rape. And, she was just all really,
Got it. Okay.
all uptight. But I knew she was really liking me. But she was also just, So on the 98th day, after escorting her from church to her house, I decided to ask her out. And she said yes. I was like, okay. First of all, this is the first time I'm asking a Yoruba girl out. I am not cut out for Yoruba girls. I've always found myself with
You
Igbo
and
girls.
me, but I'm
Right.
not saying that.
So,
We'll
walking
get
back
to that.
home,
We'll get to
walking
that.
back
Don't
home,
worry.
I hadn't even gotten home yet. And she called me back and said, no, I don't think I want us to continue the relationship. And I was like, this relationship is not even up to 30 minutes. I was like, but it didn't stop me all along. We continued being good friends. I was friends with her till she finished school. She went to Redeemers, came out with distinction, and
Did
we're
they?
still good.
You guys are still friends.
Yes.
Well, that's good. Okay.
Uh,
So that,
yeah,
that technically that wasn't really a heartbreak, was it?
Well, it is. It hurts because I knew she liked me, and I liked her, and I was going out of my comfort zone to
So what
wanna
was
be
her
with someone.
reason?
She just wasn't cut out for all that. She was just so uptight with guys. Then
So what, she wanted to be a nun?
no, she just was so focused and determined that she felt that having a guy, in her
Would
life
deter her.
at that point would just be
Is
a
she
distraction.
dating now?
Well, she should be maybe married. It's been
okay.
years.
Okay. Well, now my question is, both of you have said experiences when women kind of not did you dirty, but served, I guess. Has there been a situation when you've been the one serving?
But why did you have to switch it?
What do you mean?
Let's
I'm asking.
stick
I'm
on
asking
the-
for both sides
Let's
of the
stick
story.
on the
It's
women
both
doing
sides of
dirty
the
part
coin.
now.
It's both. We have
No,
to take both sides.
In my opinion, I don't think breakfast is predominant to one gender.
Same.
I think it comes with the personality of who you're with. So if you're with someone that's probably not taking you serious or not just ready, in my case, it's bound to happen. But it's part of life. I heard that before you find the true love of your life, you have to go through 2 to 3, breakfasts.
How many did you go through?
Well, one.
Okay.
That was the one I received.
That's the same person
That's
you talked
it?
about?
Yeah.
yes.
I
Okay.
just think we just, we get very conscious, especially if you're the conscious type. So
Exactly.
you just definitely know that, oh, this is how they roll. That,
Okay,
the
so
other
what kind
gender.
of things have you taken with you from that heartbreak then? Like, yeah.
Well, what I took from that, I learned a lot of things like not investing too much emotions at the early stage, and also trying to be in charge as a man. Don't be too soft. And
Okay.
because sometimes when you're too soft,
Don't be
you know what I
too
mean?
soft.
True.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
they-
So men saying don't be too soft.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Women don't like soft
Well,
guys.
yeah.
Yes.
They might portray like they
Yes.
like
Women
gentlemen,
like bad
sweet
guys.
guys.
Oh,
Is
God.
it
them
true?
an
Here
inch,
we
they take a
go.
mile.
They like,
Yeah.
they like the
Here
bad guys.
we go
Yeah.
again.
True.
Men saying what women want. Let women say what women
can be
want.
gentle,
yeah?
like-
We hear
you
women
can
say
be-
these things.
you-
We hear women say these things.
Okay.
I've
Yeah.
heard women say they don't like guys that are not controlling to an extent. And I'm like, oh, really? Fair enough.
Okay, okay. I can understand that to an extent. Having a man that is not a weakling, having a man that knows when to take control, yes. I can understand every woman wanting that because at the end of the day, you still want a guy that has some authority, let me put it that way, because he's still meant to be a man. But men can still be vulnerable and
Of
still
course.
be
Yeah,
soft.
you can be gentle.
Of course.
You can be a gentleman and also still know how to set boundaries.
Very important.
When to, and then she also has to be submissive.
Yes.
It goes both ways because most guys don't like women who are authoritative.
True.
And so you have to know when to set boundaries. You have to know when to. She has to know these do's and don'ts. Of
What
the
are your
relationship.
do's and don'ts? Let's go there.
Oh well, I am a very free-minded person. I'm an open-minded person. No, I don't get jealous. Neither of the both gender. I mean, in every aspect, I don't get jealous. I don't.
You don't get jealous.
I don't get jealous.
So
Unnecessarily.
what would make you jealous though? I mean,
Nothing.
I can say I don't get jealous too, but there are levels
Something
that
could
you
trigger
can,
you.
cross for me to be like,
No-
nah, we
nothing.
not.
Nothing.
You saw the girl you loved doing, I don't know, let's say she's going on trips, doing all these wonderful, amazing things without you. You wouldn't have an ounce of jealousy in you.
Well, nope.
No.
At all. No.
Why?
I'd rather support.
You rather support her?
Wait, question though. Question. So, you have a girlfriend. She's going on trips with her girls, right?
Let's say it's business trips. Like she's actually working, doing her own
Oh,
thing.
that's different. That's not the type of jealousy.
Yeah,
I'm
some
talking
men
about.
get
Okay.
jealous.
But some men get
Some men get
jealous.
jealous.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
jealousy then is relative then, because at the end of the day, for me, when it comes to being jealous, it's more of like, why are you giving your attention to another guy type of jealousy, not you doing the things that you're supposed to, like your career's doing, traveling, and and all of that. Then that's different. So jealousy is when you are giving your attention to another man that you're supposed to be giving.
But that's to you. To some people, it could literally be you're just giving your attention to anything else.
True. I think jealousy is relative, and
Yeah, very.
when one person can be 98, another person can be 5% jealous.
Yeah.
So it just depends on exactly.
Yeah,
What's your
yeah,
number,
yeah,
Sam?
Yeah.
I'm not so jealous. I'm not really a jealous person.
I go ask
No.
Madame.
Yeah, she knows. She knows.
Actually,
You'll check.
Sam, let me ask you a question. What would you define cheating to be?
Cheating is basically being unfaithful.
Okay.
It's twisted loyalty. So if you tell me you are for me, then I want to know that I'm not sharing you, not just your body, but your mind,
Okay.
your time, and every other thing else.
So let's say you're married.
Of course.
Okay. Actually, no, I don't want. Okay, let's say your wife, right? She has a friend. She can confide in, text in, anytime. Let's say you and her are having some issues, and then she's confiding in person, but it's a man. Would you be comfortable with that?
Yes.
You would.
Yes. My wife has a lot of male friends.
Okay.
So.
So you're comfortable with male friends?
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Same for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, life's easy. I
Because
mean,
we've
once
had
you-
an
once-
episode
once it-
that
once-
someone said they weren't comfortable.
No. Once the trust has been earned.
Once the trust has been earned, fine.
Once the trust has been earned, and you know that yeah, you know it that
That's your
she,
one.
yeah, that's the girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's trust and just having that faith in and so okay, then we had a conversation the other day when I asked you like, so what would you choose, faithfulness or loyalty?
Yeah.
And I
So said, what did I say? I can't
saying,
remember.
I don't, yeah,
I think I said, you said
You-
faithfulness is, I said I would rather a faithful,
a person
faithful
than a loyal person.
Yeah.
So Sam, what's your definition of faithfulness versus loyalty, or do you think they're the same?
Well, they have some similarities, but I think there's slight differences between them. So someone can be loyal to you and still unfaithful.
Oh, definitely. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's
so-
what he
so-
meant.
But I'd rather go for faithfulness.
So if you have to choose, you choose faithfulness. What
definitely.
about you, Derek?
I'll choose loyalty.
My guy. I always,
choose
for me,
loyalty.
like I always choose loyalty. So
Yeah.
for me, I think loyalty is deeper than faithfulness. That's just my personal definition of it. So faithfulness is on the surface. Loyalty is much more deeper than that.
Okay, let's do something right. Tell me if this is cheating or not cheating.
Okay.
Texting an ex.
That's disrespect. Not even cheating.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
What do you
So
think, Derek?
disrespect.
Yes.
Okay. Just disrespect, not cheating.
It depends.
On what?
What
It
does
depends on the
depend
situation. Maybe you had maybe there were babies involved with the ex, or maybe a life.
Okay.
Oh,
or
that's
death situation.
that's an
Yeah.
isolated.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Or
different.
on the relationship aspect. Maybe just a random, texting and all that. No.
Oh yeah. You
very
don't.
disrespectful.
Why are you texting your ex?
Yes, very disrespectful.
Okay. The
What do you
next
think,
one,
Fejiro?
Yeah, we need to
texting an
ask
ex?
you.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I feel like it depends.
On what?
Let me tell you what it depends on. Again, I feel like circumstances, relationships. You could have an ex that you've probably known since, let's say you're 18, and you're the person that actually genuine friends. Okay, so because the person was my ex once, if I text them, you now start getting angry.
I won't get angry. I'll just look at you sideways. Okay,
Why?
what's the? What,
Well,
why-
I'm not hiding anything from you, and I'm being open to you about it.
So the question now is though, you guys broke up, but maintained friends before you met your boyfriend, current
Exactly.
boyfriend. So then that's different.
Yeah.
Okay. But then again, still, y'all can't be texting all the time though.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I'm saying. So it's not even every friend you text
anything
all the
can
time.
happen.
oh yeah, definitely anything can happen.
Anything can
But
happen.
I agree with
Exactly.
you,
So
but
you have to be
again,
careful.
Yeah.
it's about, I feel like it's clear communication with your partner, right? So whoever you're with, if it's something that you know you can do openly in front of them and you will feel a type of way, then okay. And this is what I always say. If the other person does the same thing to you,
Would you?
how would you
exactly.
feel?
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you're okay with it, then carry on. That's my philosophy. You don't seem to agree with us.
well, I guess. I mean, it's all about respect anyway.
Yes.
Like when you're doing it behind closed doors, then that's something different. So yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Are you in a relationship now, Derek?
Well, right now, I'm in a relationship with my career.
You're in a relationship with
I
your
know.
career.
I know what it means, though. You don't have to answer that.
Yeah, for real. I mean, right now I'm focused on my career.
But
so-
you go on dates and stuff, though.
Well, yeah, somehow, but right now, the reason why I said what I said is because I give most of my focus, my attention,
Oh, yeah.
like 85% to my career. Like I'm more like an introvert. I'm indoors,
Okay.
working midnights, all nights.
Do you ever get
so
lonely?
grinding.
Huh.
You have a
Well,
wife, so
Exactly.
you can't say
Don't say
anything.
no now, Sam.
Before I got married, I can relate a whole lot. to
Oh,
what you
okay.
said. I've 2019, I was in the house alone for a year. In fact, when I got married to my wife, she left for housemanship January, came back December. So for those 2 years, 2019, 2020, I actually do love my space. It actually makes me more productive. I feel somehow when,
People are in your
I
space.
just need somewhere to just, so it works for me.
Okay.
Especially for introverts, that's why I can relate to what he
Yeah.
says.
Interesting. So then, how do you relate with your wife being in your space then?
Oh yeah, she's my best friend, so I do enjoy her
Aw,
company.
that's cute.
I enjoy her company, but
Okay.
I will not lie. You know, sometimes being with a woman sometimes is
It's
you
what?
know, sometimes you just need your space as a man.
Okay.
I bet you would say the same thing too.
And
huh?
time is just
I mean,
flying.
personally, me, I actually really enjoy my own space. Like, I like, but then I like it when I'm able to enjoy my space with someone, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
we don't necessarily have to be doing anything, but you're just there
Yeah.
in your own day, your day, I day, my day.
Yeah.
We're enjoying each other's company, but not really. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I like. Yeah, we can be in silence together. Yeah.
But that's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the presence.
Do you get, yeah, just the presence. Like,
Mm.
yeah, that's it. That to me is the optimum, type of relationship. What?
I could relate with what Sam said, because I mean, with how society and all that. At some point, though, I mean, when you're still young, like those days in school and all that, you just we're all over the place, clubs, out socializing and all that. Then it just gets to a certain stage where you know that, no time for, you can't really waste time
Time on
anymore,
this.
and you have to work on yourself,
Okay.
your craft. and
Let me ask
everything.
you a question. With Lagos right now, we have a rise of situationships. And, let me just say situationships. What's your take on that?
But when you say situationships, though, what do you mean?
Is
Me,
a
I don't know.
situation that is a ship? Like,
What does that mean, though?
a relationship that's not a relationship. I guess that's the
Yeah,
easiest way
like-
to
Give,
put
give
it,
me an
right?
example.
Friends with
'Cause I still want to know. I'm a
benefits.
layman, so give me an
Yeah.
example of that.
Okay, let's say boy A, girl A, boy B, girl B, right? So boy A likes girl B, but sleeps with girl A. And girl A likes boy B, but is sleeping with, they're all sleeping with each other basically.
So Derek
And
likes
nobody
Tiffany,
Uh-huh.
but Derek is sleeping with
Vivian.
Vivian.
And Vivian is now sleeping with Derek's friend as well.
That's toxic.
So
Vivian's sleeping with Derek's friend. Sometimes
toxic.
Derek might have, a meet up with Vivian and Tiffany. Yeah.
That's too much.
So
That's too much.
in my opinion, I think social culture has changed from what it used to be.
Okay.
I like to always make reference. I say this because I'm a middle child, and by middle child I mean someone that was born in the 1980s,
Okay.
and that way we are in between Gen Zs and then the older generation.
Yeah.
We see how relationships were in the days of our parents.
Yeah.
I mean, it's completely
Different.
Oh, totally
Yeah.
different.
completely, in terms of loyalty, in terms of
Respect.
respect and all that.
Yeah.
So times have changed, and a whole lot of things have come to become normal now. Things that should naturally not have been accepted by society. So, but I still think that there are people that value the orthodox way of doing things,
Okay.
which is one-on-one, me and you. Let's focus on ourselves. I'm not saying people will not make mistakes or perfect, but if you don't have a mindset of being with one person and seeing how you guys can build it and grow, then it definitely would.
So
Those ships
obviously, you have that mindset. You're married.
Oh, yeah.
What about you?
Well, actually, I think everything that is happening now has been, I mean, of existence before. Like, it's like,
Can you
moving
be
in a circle.
monogamous? Is basically what I'm asking. Can you be with just one person? Can you be monogamous?
Absolutely, of
No,
course,
it's okay.
of
Okay.
course. Now the other way around is no option.
I'm gonna be a devil's advocate.
Do you believe in monogamy?
Like I said, I'm being a devil's advocate,
Mhm.
so don't take everything literally. But I don't believe in that.
Okay.
I don't think we are. What's that word I'm
What,
looking for?
tuned?
Yeah,
or
I don't
programmed?
think. Yeah, I don't think we as men. I don't think we are. We become that, but genetically, I don't think we are. At the end of the day, and for me, and I think, and I was gonna ask you guys earlier, like, what is the definition of relationship? Because relationship, like you were saying back in the day, is a different definition compared to what relationship is back now. And again, being a devil's advocate, and some of the differences are women. Some of the difference, not all. They are more educated now. They are more independent now. You know, they have goals and they're actually seeing that those goals are coming to fruition and stuff like that. So their wants and needs are different compared to back in the day. So yeah, you are bound to see a difference in relationships, like where a woman would tell you, I don't need no man for shit. I'm independent. I can do stuff by myself. So yeah. So the difference
Okay.
between relationships of back in the day and now is different.
Hello, hello, hello. Is my mic on? These men are afraid that women will become more dependent. Now, so a woman becoming dependent, right? How does that threaten a relationship?
It's an individual thing for men, really. Because I don't have a problem with my wife or my woman being successful. That's not an issue. I mean, I even want you to be successful. So it will be less burden on me anyway at the end of the day.
Okay, I'm going to cut this conversation right here because, let's take a quick break. So we've had Derek and Samuel with us. We'll be right back with the Free Minds podcast. Thank you, guys. Welcome back to the Free Minds podcast. So we're still on with
Derek Ajibola.
and
Samuel Ajibola.
I still can't get over this, but
It's
okay.
funny, man.
It's divine. You guys brought us here. We're like
Divine,
planned,
Orchestration,
audition. Yes, that's it. Okay. So, still going on relationship betrayals, right? So you've had your heart broken. What's the best way? What do you think is the best way to move on or to heal? Let's talk about the healing now.
Want to go first?
Oh, I'm behind you, bro. Right.
Okay. I know that for sure time heals. I know. Whatever form of grief, whatever form of loss, it's never the same after a year, 2 years, 5 years. And I also know that overthinking too can be a big determinant of the energy you carry. If you are just all immersed in the whole loss, it's an energy. It probably would just stay around you. But I like to divert my energy to other things. Work, meeting somebody new, making a new friend, a new female friend, not because I'm looking for a bounce off, but just getting to know somebody new. I'm not suggesting that for married people. I'm talking about people that are.
Okay.
But why are you not suggesting that for married people?
Well, because it would be wrong for you.
But if they divorce, that's breakup.
Well, yeah, that's
Divorce is
after
different from
divorce.
married,
They're,
though.
they're still in a relationship. I would say for men, go out, have a few drinks, talk with your guys, come back, focus more on work. Just find something that would take your time, game or just something that would take that energy and allow time to heal you off. Maybe you need to cut off, stop still trying to see if things would still work, because people still have hope. I saw one thread on Twitter about a lady that left the boyfriend for another guy because the guy was doing better. And then over some time, she now realized that was her biggest mistake, and she wanted to come back to the guy. But that guy at that point had moved on. He had healed. He mentioned it that, she crushed his whole world when she left him. And she was really doing these things in front of him to hurt him. And so he was really hurt. But he has moved on and she was begging that please. She dreamt, she saw that he's the guy, but about lock up. In fact, at the end of the day, he said can't continue the conversation, blocked her and moved on.
Well, how do people do that? Like, someone is not doing well, then you think because some guy is doing better and you just jump.
Men do it too. I don't think it's just female.
No, I'm not. It's
Oh
not very
yeah,
much.
I don't think it's just female. And I think we do it for different reasons. Women do it for different reasons, and that's just that. So yeah,
That's some really messed up moves. I mean,
I think the mindset of individuals would play a huge role. If you find a guy, or let me say a lady, because usually without any shots fired, we tend to hear the
I
stories
feel like
from that
everyone's
way.
just
that was
backing up
that that
against.
that was actually what the well, 'cause that takes me back to my first, the question you asked, my heartbreak. I mean, the breakfast thing. I felt like she was just trying to eat her cake and have it.
Yeah.
She was. I mean, my at that point, I had nothing.
Yeah,
you
you
understand?
you were
I
the
was
small
still
boy
a
now.
baby,
Yeah.
and
So-
she was way, way, way more exposed than I was.
Of course.
So now, she was hanging out with, before we met, she was already hanging out with the big boys. Do you understand? Boy, the cars. I mean, I didn't have nothing. I used to walk to school. You understand? So she was already hanging out, and all
So
that.
do you feel like when it's now your turn to now be the big boy, you would oppress the small boys as well?
Nope. No.
But a lot of guys do
No,
that.
it's a mindset.
It's the
No,
wrong
but
mindset.
can I ask something real quick? Were you guys the same age?
Yes.
So that's part of the problem in a
Yeah.
sense.
19-year-old
Because
boy.
so for me, then I've always heard like women mature faster than guys. So
Yes.
Fact.
yeah, when I was maybe 19 too, I wouldn't date. Let's leave that
Now
aside.
continue.
Let's leave that alone. But yeah,
Facts.
so that's part of the problem though. Because now, how old are you, if I might ask?
Well, right now I'm in my 30s.
If you want to date now, let's say, you are ready to start dating
Yeah.
exclusively, serious relationship, would you date someone your age?
Yeah, if she has all the things, the characteristics and everything I need, of course. I would.
I'm not advising you. I'm not
Of course.
a relationship
even
coach or
if
anything.
she was older.
Yeah, I won't. I'm not a relationship
Even if
coach.
she was older, so long she's what I'm looking for. She's got all those things.
So
yeah.
for me, like personally, I would either. This is just my personal opinion. I would
Yeah.
date someone younger or
Okay.
someone older. I would not date someone like we are a year, 2
So wait,
years
why
around.
date someone older but not date someone your age?
Because for me, someone older already know what they want.
Too much.
Someone older understands. Based on my experience, someone older understands what a man is, expectations, when to step back for your man, and when to put your input and stuff like that. Dating someone your age is more of, you guys are going back and forth. You're not older than me. We can, if you say one, I'm gonna say two, and stuff like that.
I don't think that actually applies. I feel like it also depends on respect. It's like mutual respect. It could boil down to, do I just respect you as a person?
Exactly.
Even if me and you are the same age. Like, if I genuinely respect you and I think, okay, you're my man, I will give you that respect. I don't think it has to do with an age.
I think it
thing.
goes beyond respect, though. In that instance,
I think right now money and the economy is playing
The
a
economy is
huge
playing a
role.
huge
I mean,
role.
yeah,
Oh,
that
Lord.
plays into the respect.
Oh,
as
It still
well.
takes
Lord.
it still takes
Yeah.
it back to when our parents were dating. You would
Yeah.
find women that would be completely loyal to a man that has
Yeah,
nothing.
because
Then
she's dependent on him.
no, not really.
but
Not
even
really.
back then,
Not really.
Sam, though,
Okay.
were
'Cause
they?
things were not as expensive as they are now. I mean, for a woman to take care of herself way back in those days, you really didn't need so much money. But now you know how much your hair is, you know how your nails are, you know how much, so you need money for a lot of those things. And
So you need the
women,
men.
women,
No. But back then,
So-
were they younger than the men?
well, most of the time, men married younger girls than.
That's my point. At the end of the day, sure you
It
get. That's
was
my
rare.
point.
Your
Yeah,
wife
it was
younger
rare.
than you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she is
Okay. What's the age difference?
about 6 years.
Oh, okay, that's a decent.
That's my
amount.
point. At the end of the day, like, not saying like there are outliers where you guys are the same age and you guys get along, you guys understand each other. Yes, but generally speaking, based on experience and experience of other people that I know, it's easier to date younger, or you dealing with someone that's older than you as the man. So yeah,
Okay, seeing as we're talking about betrayals, right? So are you saying dating a younger girl, you're less likely to have your heart broken versus dating your own?
no, I don't think that's
Right.
that's not it.
Okay.
But what do men look for? That's
I
the
don't know,
question.
you tell me. I'm
Well,
the
No, I'm
man.
asking the guys, Sam. What do men look for in a woman?
Well, number one, obviously, I'm talking about men that are sound. Know
Yes.
what they
Oh, yeah,
want.
definitely. Yes.
Respect, commitment. Every man is big on faithfulness. Even though,
But a lot of men don't show that though.
well, you'd be surprised to find out that
We're not vulnerable.
if men are brought up to not
I
be
find this very
vulnerable.
interesting. A lot of men would say, some men that would cheat, right? They cannot fathom their wives or their girlfriends
Exactly.
cheating on them.
Exactly.
But then they do it.
Exactly. It's a
Please
twisted
explain
world.
to me how.
I don't
How can and
support
how come?
the philosophy, but like has been mentioned, and I know for sure men are naturally, they have that mindset of the society we are in right now has promoted men to just want to.
I like that the fact that you said that.
I disagree.
I agree with him. Do you know why I agree with him? Because it's kind of like the same thing with women, right? I'm not even talking about men. Let's use beauty standard of women, right? Women for so long have been told they have to do all these things by society. You have to wear corsets. Back in the early, I don't know, mid 30s or whatever, you had to wear corsets. You have to do this. You have to do that. So over the years, women society has now kind of like programmed their brains to think, oh, a woman has to be kept in order
Taken
to
care
be
of.
presentable. But that's a thing of just time and society. I think the same pressure has kind of been passed on to men as well. Over the years, the man has been seen as a provider, been seen as this, been seen as that. Men have been seen as they're promiscuous. Oh, a man can have many wives, a man can have many girls.
But
And women are emotional. Men are men are more logical. That's what things have been passed on over time, right?
I always like to say that if we look at it from the cultural perspective, our society as Africans have always promoted men being able to marry and be
Many
with,
wives.
That's true.
with other women. It was more acceptable then than now, which still boils down to that social culture. But I personally, I'm someone that is really big on just one-on-one. It's not easy. I can categorically tell you, being in a society now where sex and everything is in your face, it's much more difficult, but it's challenging for people that have are strong and big on disciplines and principles, especially if you want to set a good example. I hardly hear of families where the man has several wives, that when he goes there's no sort of squabble about
Something, yeah.
even before he
Yeah.
even dies, there's already that
Yeah,
Tension.
enmity and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
in the family. So it's already builds the wrong mindset. It separates kids. You find this set of kids
Yeah, this
this
was
mother
the
doesn't
second
like
wife's
this. So
children, yeah.
it actually, for me, if it was back in the days where all the women,
It was like a community.
my father told me that his grandfather, that his own father, who is my grandfather, when he is going to bring a babe to the house, it will be my grandmother that will lay the bed. Yes, go and ask the older generation.
Interesting.
She would watch the girl and say, at the end of the day, when the girl goes, that girl is a good girl, oh," because they also are looking to embrace the younger ones with them. It used to be, but now the women cannot. Well, most
The good old
women
days.
cannot
I'm just
tolerate it.
joking.
Most women can,
Good
coming
old
to the fact that
I'm just joking.
they can't tolerate it. Check it. Women value women that are more faithful than the ones that are promiscuous.
To be a devil's advocate again, I would disagree to that.
Okay.
That what?
Of value in that sense.
Okay.
So I think that's very relative.
Actually, I don't, because
I do.
you think about a man, right? Okay, let me use my friends, people that I know. They would say how at the end of the day, when they want to get married, they want whoever they're with to kind of be like, I don't want to say an angel, but an angel in their eyes, right? They don't even necessarily want to know anything of what you've done in the past, because it's almost like spoils the image that they have of you in their minds. Am I lying?
No.
Why?
We are very.
Women are, to an extent, territorial around their men. To an extent, they want you for themselves. They don't want to share these days. I mean, I'm not saying it's all women. There are women that don't mind sharing, but they just. So I have discussions with my wife, and she tells me from a woman's side, women, because of how emotional they are, when they hear a man is cheating with another woman, they begin to question themselves. Am I not good enough?
Yeah.
Am I not? What is it that I'm not doing what he likes? And then even worse than that, they even begin to imagine how you do it with them with the other lady, and it trust me, it can become something that you may not enjoy. It really is big. Look at how on social media, once you hear a story of a man that has cheated on his wife, ooh.
Yeah, but see,
And
and that's the
they
thing.
flood
But that's
you,
so to
comfort
me,
you.
that's for conversation purposes. That's my issue, in a sense. It's like we are so quick to, because we always forgetting about the past.
What you
We can
mean?
modify the past, and I think we're not trying to modify the past. We're just trying to forget the past and just in our mind create this future that is unrealistic. To me, it is so unrealistic. You know, when you look at what our grandparents have done, and we want to say, oh, those were like, you know,
Or things of the
traditional
past.
days
Yeah.
and all of that. That stuff don't work now and stuff like that. It do work now, and it's still going on at the end of the day.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
My problem with that is, if you are going to consider a second wife in the future, why don't you have that discussion with your
With your
wife in
wife
the
now,
beginning?
People don't
exactly.
even-
Let her know that okay, as I want to marry you now, there's a high chance that I will marry a
That I
second
marry
wife. Are
someone
you
else,
cool with it?
exactly.
Because that's what I'm going to do. But most men don't tell their women. They give them that idea that okay, I'm for you and all that, and along the line they now want to enforce it. They'll be like, hey, I'm an African man. I should be able to do this. I can.
But let's not even go
marry,
as
I
far
can
as
marry
even them marrying these women. They're just some men that would just have women just there. Was
There-
But do you know that there are some I mean some people they hide under the religious
Yeah, Muslim.
code,
Like
ethics and
uh-huh.
everything that as a Muslim you must
have many
you
wives.
you have the access to have
I know
as much
Muslims
as
that
you
have only
wives,
one
yeah.
wife.
But it's on the rampant. Like when you look at the society from the north to the west, you see that most of the people that actually do these things, we know they hide under religion. Even when they don't even have a thing, I mean, they don't really have all the material things. They have the access to enough women, so they don't really look at all these things.
Interesting.
See, like I'm a realist, right? And it's not like I'm supporting anything or I'm not supporting anything. I'm just a realist. I know, like, I understand where we are and I understand the things that are going on and circumstances do happen and stuff like that. So we could sit here and talk about, man, you should have just one wife, you should do this, you should do that, you should do that. You should do that. Trust me, there are faithful men out there. There's a lot of faithful men
Yeah,
out there.
of
Don't
course,
get me
yeah.
wrong.
A lot.
Yeah,
But
lots.
my point is
Yeah,
this.
we have one right here. We have to.
Yeah, I think that's very
Oh
true
yeah,
to say that,
I mean, yeah, you have to add me. I
Oh,
beg
yeah,
you.
that's all I have to.
So, but the thing is though, we have relationships where like they will always say women intuition. A woman can know like her man is stepping out, and she wouldn't say anything to him. Not because she didn't know, but because sometimes, like I always look at it this way: a wise woman knows when to talk and knows when to shut up. A wise woman. It's not even about cheating right now.
That kind of woman, they're like one in a million. Yeah, no, everywhere.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
It-
but
it-
she has
it-
to be grown up.
Well, I wouldn't can say grown up because age is not but a number. But she has to be
emotionally mature.
matured.
Yeah,
Yes,
but most I'm gonna say, I mean, I've opened up. Most of the people I dated, they're older. They've been older. Most of my past relationships, and I learned a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know why? Because the reason why I said that they actually they're mature is because they mature. Some things come with age.
Yes.
Oh,
No
yeah,
matter
true.
how much
Yeah.
experience you have,
Exactly.
if you're 20, 19, 18, some things that you must learn. I mean, some things that you need to learn or you need to know about life will come with age. Like what you probably maybe like now, a 21, 22-year-old girl or, might be very emotionally mature, but won't still have I don't know the right word to use for that. Maybe the control or
Okay.
maybe,
Yeah,
how
how to
hold.
basically control themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Some things come with age. So
Yeah, I agree. I also think that when you're young too, you still want to explore, have fun. And then the older you get, you want to now settle down.
you
You
still have a
that
lot of
mindset
friends.
and it's not for
You just
everybody.
need
I
to
mean,
you
it's not for
still
everybody,
have friends. You still
not
have
for
friends
everybody,
all
but
over the
then
place.
the older you
And they
get,
want you to out, you want to go party,
Yeah.
you want to meet the
Yeah.
biggest,
Yeah.
boys in town, you don't want to know what's going on, socialize. Then when you start growing, the
Age.
more you grow, you now
Yeah.
start losing those friends because you're becoming
You're
wiser and
busy
you
and
feel
yes,
like, oh,
yeah.
these
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Now I'm becoming old. I don't think I want to live that kind of life anymore. I want to settle down. So
Yeah.
you start losing the friends bit by bit.
Okay.
And so that's what I said. With age,
Yeah.
you get to learn more.
It doesn't mean that you can't find someone that's 20, 21 that's not ready
They're
mentally
they're ready,
to settle
but
or marry.
but the
And you can also find someone that's also 30 and 35.
Exactly.
That's still
Exactly.
having-
Oh yeah, yeah,
having
yeah. That's
fun.
it. Yes.
yeah,
Oh,
So it still depends on the
true.
mindset
Yeah,
of the
true.
person.
True. But it all depends on personality.
Exactly.
Personality is very
So
important.
for you would prefer someone older for right now?
Well, it doesn't matter whether the person is younger or older. It doesn't matter. That one thing about me, I'm a very open-minded person.
Okay.
I don't judge people. I don't, like I said, I don't get jealous. I just live in this world where
I would still agree,
everybody should
disagree
be
with
happy.
that. I don't get jealous. Just say you don't get jealous
you
like
still have a
that.
little
No.
bit
Yes,
of it,
don't just say you don't get jealous
Okay,
like that.
okay.
There's nobody
I
that
know
doesn't
why I
get
said.
jealous.
I know why I said what I said.
Why are
I
you
know
saying
why I
that?
said what I said. Based on experiences, I know what I said. I don't get jealous.
So
But, okay,
Can I give a scenario?
So
Can I
if you
give a
don't get
scenario?
jealous, are you telling me you probably just haven't liked those people that much?
because there's
Or
no
you
way.
just weren't that invested
it's just
in the
I don't know. Maybe
relationship.
it's maturity because at some point in time,
Jealousy is
my-
natural, you know that, right?
If
I know it's natural.
if your partner
Yeah.
tells you that she
Yeah.
had a dream that hold on that she had a dream and she saw herself
Yeah.
making out with your best friend, would you be jealous?
man.
Angry self.
Well, I'll be like, why would that kind of dream come up?
Exactly.
That's
That's
jealousy.
jealousy. That's jealousy.
It's just the limit to it.
yeah. It's just because
Okay.
it's a little bit. It doesn't have to be like.
you guys have a point.
I've been in the club
Yeah.
before I got married to my wife and went for a party. It was a big party. And, around 3, 4 a.m., boys don't drink. Everybody is
Yeah.
good. And she's beautiful. And I was standing across, she was probably there and I was here. And 2 guys that were drunk, one came here by her side. I wanted to collect the number. The other one was here. I wanted to
And
collect
you
the
didn't even
number.
do this.
And she was looking at me like, and I said, give them. And she gave them. And the next morning she came to show me, see the text that the other guy sent to me. So I knew that she was a loyal person. She has shown me several
Signs,
times that
yeah.
too. And in fact, that is what is even triggering me to be more faithful to
Yeah,
her.
to her.
Yeah.
Because if I find that, I would want to also do that. Because if I know that you have a partner that has a mindset of saying that, okay, you know what, I may tolerate any other thing, but just don't be with anybody else.
I always say this though. I don't want a woman that nobody else wants.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah,
have a
there's
couple
no
times.
way. Yeah.
Like they gotta want you. If they don't want you, I don't want you. And that's just it.
I mean, yeah. To be honest, I can relate with that. Like, it's like if
Yeah.
my man, people didn't see him, I think, who's that? Like, where
That's your
am I?
boyfriend. Oh,
They're like,
okay.
that's your boyfriend. You did
I
well.
mean, no,
Like,
it's
you know?
normal for people to throw advances. I mean, I've seen situations like
Yeah.
that, and I just be like, okay, we just play and laugh around about
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
So that's why I said that maybe to an extent, jealousy has its own level and
Yes.
all that. So maybe mine is on 2%.
Okay,
Yeah,
so let me ask
You
you
know
this.
yours is more than
How do you feel
15.
about your exes?
Well,
Good question.
I don't catch them.
okay, so I just feel like in life you meet people. Some people come into your life and they walk. So not everybody would stay,
Of course.
Okay.
So people come and go, like they say. So I don't really have issues with exes. If I see my ex today, we can still, gist and talk. I don't hold grudges when it comes to that, because most of my relationships, it wasn't about, oh, you were cheating or you were this and that. It was just maybe some kind of things that I would not want to tolerate
Like what?
if we were going to the other stage, like we're going farther than being in a
Like what?
relationship. Like, from a talking stage, you know the kind of person you
don't know,
like.
tell
Like now, like me now, there are some things I can't tolerate.
Uh-huh.
I
Give me one.
I like cleanliness.
Okay.
Okay.
I like sexy women. I like sex. So I
Okay.
want to know that. Oh, yeah.
And you talking about
when
you don't
we
get
yeah
jealous.
when we get no.
I beg you.
No, I
There's
don't.
no way.
Okay. I've
so wait, you like
accepted
the
now.
less, you like
Just
the
said.
less.
2%.
When you
Okay,
date,
so-
you date Brazil.
So I'm saying, like, there are some things like the kind of things she says when we're together, when we're not, when we're chatting, the kind of experiences, things that happen around her, I can tell the kind of person she is. Maybe environment sometimes can limit us. Maybe if you pick that person up from that spot and put her somewhere else,
yeah.
she would probably discuss
Thrive, yeah.
more
Oh, yeah.
intelligent things and all that. So exposure is very important.
Yeah.
Experience, intelligence, and I like creative women.
Okay.
And so there's so many things. So the moment we start talking, then I'm hearing some words like pregnancy. Like, I mean, what you say is so
So
many
wait,
other
so wait,
things.
if a girl, you're talking to a girl, right? She's
Yeah.
telling you I've been pregnant
No,
before in
no,
the past.
she's not talking about her own pregnancy.
What
She's
is she
just
talking
talking about
She
maybe
wants to
what's
get
happening in our society. I mean, like this person's girl, this person's brother. I'm just hearing all sort of things that I wouldn't want to hear. Do you understand?
Okay.
Like, I'm talking based on experience.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me break
I'm really
it down.
okay. Yes, please, because I'm intrigued.
There's this girl I used to like, right? There's this girl I used to like. I mean, but I didn't really tell her. She liked me. She used to come to our house, to my grandma. I grew up with my grandma in our hood. She would come to my grandma's place, and everybody would be teasing her that he doesn't like us like this. He won't give you a chance.
Did you not like her?
I did,
Shy.
but because of the society, I did not want to.
What was I just?
So
I'm
you were
confused.
influenced by society norms.
Is it that she did
you-
not
let
stick?
me-
She not stick society's norm of beauty or what?
There's the thing. Here's the thing. I grew up in a hood, right? My dad was well-to-do, was doing well. Then he left my mom. I mean, they had the issues and all that.
Yeah.
And I started staying with my grandma. And where my grandma stays is in the hood. You understand what I'm
Okay.
saying? So now in the hood, lots of things happen. Girls become really wayward. Boys become,
Yeah, they get into things.
and
Yeah.
gangster and all that.
Yeah.
So, and I was this kind of person that I would lock myself up inside. I didn't have a friend all through while I stayed there for years.
Okay.
Even when the boys would come, and I would just say I just didn't have that. I just didn't want to make friends with people around there because I knew what was going on. So now girls too do the same thing. Like, oh, in the looks, blah blah blah. Way back, yeah, he has the looks and all that. So they tried to throw advances, and I didn't want, because I know what I could end up.
Happen. Okay.
Yeah, because I've heard, oh, this person's pregnant, this person is,
So you
and
wanted
all
to
that.
avoid that,
So I
yeah.
wanted to avoid all those because I knew where I was going. So now, fast forward.
You're chatting with someone.
Now, no.
Okay.
She's grown up now.
Okay.
Yeah, and we met not quite long ago. And now she's talking. Did you know I liked you so much then? Did you know this? She found me, actually. She went online to search for me.
Okay.
Yeah, that we were talking about 16 years
Oh,
years
wow.
ago.
Oh,
Now
wow.
she's found me
Okay.
not quite long ago, and she's chatting, and it's still the same thing.
Mentality
that I wasn't the
Same
same
mentality.
mentality the things I didn't want to hear, and I'm like, she's
Like still
pretty.
the same things we're all just thinking about.
She's pretty, gorgeous,
Yeah.
everything, but the thing that I want to hear, she's still not
Yeah.
saying it.
Which is, yeah.
Say no.
Okay.
But that's difficult to do though, for a guy, for a man.
I don't know.
Because generally, because we deal with what we see for the most part.
I
No.
beg. If what you're saying and what's coming out of the mouth are not,
No,
are
I'm just
not
saying though. I mean,
correlating,
the
please.
first distraction is the physical attraction.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then you begin to know the mind.
Then common sense wise, then you look at the intellectual part of it. But the
Actually,
first
you know what?
attraction
I
is
take that back. I feel like a lot of men don't see past beauty. But
no,
you
no,
know
that's
what?
not true.
That's not true.
That's
a
not
lot.
true.
men,
I
men,
I can
men.
relate to that whole
That's
side.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I can
that's
too.
for another episode. So unfortunately, I'll have to cut this short. Producers are telling me it's time up. So thank you again, Derek.
No, my pleasure.
Thank you again,
Real pleasure. Samuel.
Samuel. Thank you, Samuel. Thank you, Derek. This was amazing.
But before we go, sorry,
Mm-hmm.
but I can only call you Sam.
Sam,
What do you
Samuel.
want to
I
call
don't know.
You
I'm
sound
just
like you have
asking.
a- you sound like you have
No,
a
I'm just
name for
asking. No,
me.
that's it. I'm just asking. I can only call you Sam, Irving.
What do you want to
No,
call
I'm just asking.
Is
Just-
there another? Wait,
No,
sorry. Is
yeah,
there
just-
another name that you have
Just
for
a general
him?
question. I don't know if anybody else know that name for him. I don't know. I just have a feeling there's another name that people call him.
Spiff?
I don't. Oh, is that what it is?
Is that
Oh, I
it?
don't know. Is that what it is?
Is that it?
Is that what it is?
It's a character name that I
Oh.
people call me.
So you are getting.
Oh, I don't
You
know.
know what?
Oh,
It's
well,
okay.
thank you, though.
It's
I didn't know- I
okay.
didn't know that's
Thank
what
you,
it is.
guys.
I knew it.
I'm screaming. Thank you guys so much for watching. You've been listening to the Free Minds podcast. So we'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye.
Guys.